I often wondered if it were possible to sew knits on a sashiko. It is a type of chain stitch, so the stitch strength wouldn't be a problem. Where I was intrigued was if the needle, because it's a funny type of needle, would work. I did figure out that it was indeed very possible. You can't go to the minimum stitch length because it just buries itself in the fabric. Let me just adjust the camera a bit. You can't bury it completely in the fabric, or if you use a really small stitch length, it buries itself. But if you use a large stitch length, it works perfectly, really. You do need to use stabilizer. I use water soluble here, and it's perfectly fine with one layer. And then the other thing, which is something I've done which is kind of interesting. Now here I have it set to stitch length 3 and stitch spacing 2, so it's mostly thread, but you can do as much, gapping as you want. What I have found is the side setting on the machine, which raises the foot up and down. It's a good idea to have it lift a bit, just so it doesn't push the fabric along. Then it eases the fabric, and that gives a better result. So you can see it stitches exactly the same as on knit, really. In fact, it's because it lifts the foot each time, it does a beautiful job. It doesn't stretch the fabric while you're sewing it, which is what I thought it would. That's one of the problems. I've had to really reduce the foot pressure on my standard machines because it does push the fabric and stretch it while you're sewing it, which is why I use the needle feet to sew it when I'm doing the seams. But for patterns and stuff, this works really well, so you can do anything. It's perfectly smooth, lovely to sew. Okay. Hopefully you can see that the stitches are good. I'll take this out now and show you the quality of the stitches. So just a couple of tests for fun, but it looks really good. On the back, of course, is typical. Once the stabilizer's away, it won't be quite so obvious, but the whole point is to show it up, so you want really good, nice quality stitches.